Hey everyone, this is Rob John Webb here for Waxadis Music, and what I have for you today is a little demo showing you a free VST that I've just discovered called the Exakt Lite. Now, this little synth here is made by Sonic Bits, and it's a cool little synth here. It's got some really good little features on it. You've got all of your different waveforms and your algorithm and your envelopes, all the usual things you would get, your modulation, etc. What I've decided to do is make a little kind of techno lo-fi sort of bleep track out of some of the presets within this, and see if you can come up with something similar and create your own track around it and take inspiration from this, whatever you want to do. So I'm going to play the little demo now, and I'm going to show you what it is I did and how I made it. Here we go. And there you go. It's just a rough little demo. I've not laid it out, obviously, but I just wanted to show you a few of the sounds put together and what it can create. First things first is obviously go and download the Exakt Lite. The link is in the bottom of this video. Obviously, when you get it, you've got all of the different features in here. You can change the waveform to all of the usual ones, sine, square, triangle, etc. And you can have the filters, your cutoffs here, your envelope for your attack, and all those kind of things in there. Look, so you've got a whole range of things you can experiment with. But I've just kind of stuck with the presets. I've not done anything to it. You know, you could spend hours diving into this. So I just thought I'd make a little track and show you how it's done. Basically, the first sound I got out of all the presets which are in here was the house pad -7. Now, obviously, this sound here is a chord pad. So in -7. So what I did was I just recorded in the notes of the F, G sharp, and then E flat, D sharp, and then back to the F. Just those three notes. So then that gave me the ability to record in patterns using the F-7 chord, the A flat chord, and the E flat chord. So all I did was that. Next up then, I needed a bass sound, so obviously with it being a kind of old school bleep techno bass, I got the lately bass, which is built into the synth, which is great. Now the late bass is a classic sound from the 80s, like go down an octave. Classic house bass, been used hundreds of times. So I used that bass, put that in there, and just took a compressor on it because it wasn't very loud. And the bass pattern is this. Just flat notes of the chord. Exactly the same as what I've done above. And there you go. It just gives it that instant old school vibe. And the next thing that I did was I got the like a lead sound. So I got a koto sound from the Exakt. And if we look at that, that sounds called koto. It's in there. This is kind of what gave it that bleep feel. So if we go up octave, and I just did a little tiny riff with that and stuck a load of delay on it. I used the notes F, G sharp, and C. So it's like an F-7 sort of chord melody within the chord. And if you just play that over and over again while the chord pads are playing, it just gives off a real classic old school texture. So that was that. And next up then is the other sound in there, which I've got like a lead line sort of pad sound, which is the horn pad. And I stuck some EQ, took a bit of bottom end out, and just brightened it up a bit on the top end. And now the horn pad is just this. It's got a few frequencies in there that wobble about, but which is a really nice sort of atmospheric sort of effect. And in that, I just put the note in and pitch bent it. And then you've got 3 little notes there, look, coming back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bent it up. And that was that. That was the 4 little sounds that I used within the Exakt Lite synth. And then after that, I just put in some 808 snares and claps. Just a standard little pattern. Put some delay on it. And then I put a little drum beat in there, which is from the Bleep Techno kit within the drum rack, which is somewhere around here. There you go. And then put those together with a little finger snap. And then put some hi-hats on, 808 hats. Again, I've not done any processing, I've done any EQing as such, I've just put them in as a guide for the track basically. But I just wanted to show you how to create that kind of, old school sort of, bleep sort of techno sound just by using one synth. It's a really effective little synth, to be honest, and it's free, so what more do you want? And there you go. So there you go. There's a quick little demo and a little tutorial on how to create a sort of old school bleep track using the Exakt Lite free synth. Go away and explore it. You've got all these different presets in there, so it's only a handful of sounds that that come with it. But there's so much you can do. You can experiment with all of the different. You can change the tone of the sound, etc., etc., if you want to get deep into the synthesis of it. So that's it for this tutorial. Thanks very much for watching. Any questions, just email me or leave a comment in the box. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you and goodbye.